There's a place in your house where it's cool to chill, get some me time, or even cook a meal. It's your kitchen, mofo, ain't no time to slack. So just grab yourself a penny and let's work that ass. If you're scared of this place, ain't no need to bother. Just lay down your weapons and pick up another.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen, or perhaps I should say hi honey. Maybe not. I'm making honeycomb tonight, guys. It was suggested by Jamie on YouTube. This is his username, so hi Jamie, thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, I'm kind of scared, but he did point me in the direction of the BBC website. The full address is here, you can check that out. I printed it off, and I only need 4 ingredients mainly, so it's kind of cool. So I'm going to make little bits of honeycomb, then I'm going to get a bit crazy. I've got some ice cream, some Haagen-Dazs stuff, so I'm going to let melt a little bit and break up a bit of honeycomb, stir it in and refreeze it to make honeycomb ice cream. And even further than that, got a big bar of dairy milk chocolate there, Cadbury's Dairy Milk, and we have these chocolate bars called Crunchies in the UK. Don't know if you have them abroad, but it's basically honeycomb with chocolate wrapped around it. So I'm going to dip my honeycomb pieces in some chocolate and see if it all comes together. So these are all the ingredients you need. Just jot those down and pause the video. But I've got them all laid out there, and you're also going to need a tray like this. You need to get a little bit of vegetable oil and pour it in there just at the bottom. Okay, so let's get going, shall we? Cha-ching. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is grab the tray and put in a tablespoon of vegetable oil in there. Let's go. Brilliant, so the vegetable oil is all on there, and I've got my spatula, moved it around a little bit like so, but then as you can see it will find its way, it's sort of moving like so. Kind of like a sort of nice gentle seaside effect. Anyhow, don't need that at the moment, so just put it to one side and get out your saucepan, because you're going to start to merge together the rest of the ingredients to actually make the honeycomb. Okay, cool, so I've got my saucepan there, it's not onto heat at the moment, and it's actually a saucepan that I don't really need anymore, so if I do ruin the pan, it's not going to be the end of the world and I can just try again. Anyhow, what we need to do first of all is get our butter in there, so let's put it in. Beautiful, now let's add the sugar, cha-ching, straight in there. And now we need to grab our golden syrup. It's going to take a while to pour that in, it just takes its time, but make sure you get it all in there because it'll go like that, make sure it's all there. So, in it goes. Beautiful, so that's all in there. What we need to do is put it on a low heat, okay? Cha-ching, come with me. I'll put it on a low heat. Cool. So that's going to melt the butter. What we want to do is keep heating it. We're going to give it a little stir until the sugar is all dissolved. Then you give it a huge blast of heat for 5 minutes. The only thing you've got left is your little shot of bicarbonate soda. I'm not going to down this. Keep your eye on the pan, dissolve it all together. Wicked. Okay, so I'm giving this a little stir together to make sure all the sugar's bonded with the butter and the golden syrup. But once we get to that point where the sugar's all dissolved, we give it that blast and you don't stir it at all, apparently. So, let's keep going. Ooh, it's starting to heat up quite quick, so we need to move fast. Right guys, all the sugar has dissolved. What I'm going to do now is turn it up. Wow, check out that flame. Give it a darn good blast for 5 minutes. I'm actually going to take this spoon out, in fact. It says not to stir it, and I'm going to put you on the instructions right there. Let's see what happens. Right here then guys, we basically keep bubbling this away until it all goes golden brown. As you can see, it's starting to do that already anyway. Once it gets to that stage, we chuck in our bicarbonate soda, stir it round, and then straight in that tray. So we're getting there, and that is going to be very, very hot, so be very careful when you're doing this. You don't want sugar on you when it's hot. Check out that, guys, it's kind of like a sunset thing going on. Anyhow, it's nearly there, it's nearly there. Amazing, I would consider that golden brown, so I'm going to whack the heat off now, keep it on a very, very low heat, chuck in the bicarbonate soda. Nice. And stir that through. For a couple of seconds. Alright, cool, it did say it was going to fizz. And I can't kind of hear that, but okay, we'll go with it. That does kind of look like brains at the moment, but we'll get that in our bowl straight away. Ooh, that's kind of looking like honeycomb already. Right, let's get that in the tray now. Yeah! Wow, check that out, guys. That's kind of cool. That's all in there. It's really, really, really hot, so just let it sit there and chill out. Do its own thing, because it needs to cool right down. What I'm going to do with this pan, as you can see, it looks really dirty, but it is still survivable. We can get it clean, so I'm going to go wash that up, just to waste time really, and we'll let that cool down. While that's happening, that was a bit scary. Okay, so while that's cooling down and the saucepan's soaking, you know what? I think it's actually going to survive, which is a good thing because we've been through so much together. It's been such an emotional journey. Yeah. What I did was grab my 2 bowls like so. I dumped my ice cream out of the tub like that, so it's completely empty. Put it in there to just get the room temperature, and my chocolate is in that bowl there. That isn't all of it, because I had a little bit left over, and I ate it. So, let it finish cooling down, and then we'll work with it, baby. Oh yeah. Okay guys, so I tipped it out of my tray like so, and it fell out, and as it did, it kind of broke a little bit. So, it's all good, because I was going to break it up anyway. I've put a little bit of it into a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to bash that up now with a rolling pin to dump in my ice cream. So let's do that first of all. Bash, 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 bash. Check that out, guys. It broke up really easily, kind of like breadcrumbs. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to pour that in my ice cream right now. Cool, just like that. Now grab yourself a big spoon and mix it all together till it's thoroughly blended in. Yeah. Okay guys, that's all stirred through. I didn't stir it for too long because obviously the more you stir, you're going to generate heat, which is going to melt the ice cream even more. So what you want to do is grab yourself your ice cream tub. I put paper around mine because I might sort of write honeycomb on there in a bit, and just fill it up. Cool, so that's all topped up. I'm going to put the lid back on it, back in the freezer for it to set, and then we'll move on to doing our chocolate one. Yeah. Okay, with the ice cream in the freezer, setting, doing its thing. By the way, I'm not going to set it for hours and hours and hours. I'm a bit rushed here, so I'm going to have a little taste, and it might still be a little runny. That's my disclaimer, but I would keep it overnight. Anyhow, yeah, I've got my rest of my honeycomb split up into 2 plates. One I'm just going to keep as it is, because that is pretty much honeycomb on its own. So we'll eat that in a bit. And the other one, we're going to dip in the chocolate to make our crunchy style bars. And I've got my chocolate starting to melt it in the microwave there. So just doing it on 30-second blast. Remember not to scorch it, so keep your eye on it. 30-second blast and stir. Yeah. Amazing, so my chocolate is all melted. What I'm going to do is get bits of honeycomb, dunk it in there and shove it on this plate. Then we'll pop it in the fridge to chill out. Okay, so out comes my first one. Just plonk it on the plate. Might be a bit messy there, but it's all good. Keep going with that then. Yeah. Okay, honeycomb-tastic. That is all nice and topped. We've still got the other ones left over there. Looking good. Let's just plonk them in the fridge to set, and then we'll try them all and see what they taste like. Brilliant. Right here then, so the chocolate bits are all nice and refrigerated. All good, nice and cool. Loving it. And we've got the normal honeycomb sat there. So I'm going to put some ice cream around about there. As I say, it might melt a little bit, but hey-ho. I'm going to taste it and let you know what it's like. Yeah. Okay, so I've got the ice cream there. Let's give it a little try. Oh, wow. That is amazing. I think the Haagen-Dazs does help, by the way, but you can make your own ice cream, remember that as well. Loving that. Let's try a chocolate coated one. This little one here looks like it's got my name on it. Wow. That is just like the crunchies you buy in a shop. Wow. I got a lot to get through, excuse me, sorry. That is so good. Wow. I can talk now. If I can make that, absolutely anyone in the world can. Have a go for yourself. Be careful. Let me know how you get on. Thanks, Jamie, for the recipe, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers!
High five!